There's something rather amusing about the human condition. We spend our entire lives convinced that we are broken machines in need of constant repair. We walk around carrying this enormous toolkit of self-improvement, forever tinkering with ourselves, adjusting this, fixing that, as if we were automobiles that had rolled off the assembly line with defective parts. But what if I told you that this whole enterprise, this entire industry of self-fixing, is based on a fundamental misunderstanding? What if the very premise that you need to be fixed is the problem itself? Now I want you to imagine for a moment a wave on the ocean suddenly developing consciousness and declaring, "Oh my goodness, I'm all wrong. Look at me. I'm not solid like a rock. I keep changing shape. I rise and fall constantly. I must fix myself immediately. I need to become more stable, more permanent, more wave-like." How absurd would that be? The wave is already perfect, exactly as it is. It doesn't need to become more of a wave. It is the ocean expressing itself in wave form. But in our human drama, we've convinced ourselves of exactly this kind of absurdity. You see, we've been sold a story, haven't we? The story goes like this: you are fundamentally flawed. You have problems that need solving, issues that need addressing, aspects of yourself that need improvement. And if you just try hard enough, if you just find the right method, the right teacher, the right technique, you can finally fix yourself and become the person you're supposed to be. This story is so pervasive, so woven into the fabric of our culture, that we rarely question it. We simply accept that we are works in progress, rough drafts waiting to be edited into final form. But what if this story is not just wrong, but backwards? Let me tell you something that might sound scandalous to the self-improvement industry. You were never broken. You were never incomplete. You were never a problem that needed solving. The very idea that you need to be fixed is the only thing that needs fixing. Think about it this way. When you look at a tree, do you say, "Oh, that poor tree. The tree trusts its own nature." But we've learned to mistrust ours. We've been taught that our natural impulses are suspect, that our spontaneous responses are probably wrong, that left to our own devices, we'll surely make a mess of things. So we develop this internal supervisor, this constant monitor that watches everything we do and evaluates it. Am I being productive enough? Am I responding correctly? Am I improving at the proper rate? Shouldn't I be further along by now? It's exhausting, isn't it? Like having a micromanager living inside your head, taking notes on your performance and always finding you lacking. But here's what's really happening. This supervisor, this inner critic, this voice that insists you need constant improvement, it's not actually you. It's a collection of voices from your past, judgments you've absorbed, standards you've inherited from parents, teachers, society, and culture. You've internalized a whole committee of judges, and now they're running your life, making you feel perpetually inadequate, forever behind schedule in your own existence. But who is it that's aware of this committee? Who is it that can observe these thoughts, these judgments, these constant evaluations? There's something in you that watches all of this drama without being caught up in it. That something is what you really are. You are not the thoughts about yourself. You're not the judgments, the evaluations, the constant commentary. You are the awareness in which all of this appears and disappears like weather patterns in the sky. The sky is never damaged by the weather that moves through it. Storms come and go, but the sky remains vast and open. In the same way, thoughts about your inadequacy come and go, but your essential nature remains untouched. Now, you might ask, or never react, but surely I do have problems. I do make mistakes. There are things about myself I'd like to change, of course. But here's the secret. You can make changes, learn new things, and grow in new directions without the story that you are fundamentally broken. Watch a child learning to walk. They fall down constantly.